Yeah, Manan. This is Srijan Chowdary Adusumilli, and today I'm going to show my web engineering project. So I've already started my server, and here you can see that it's already been logged in. So I'll go on to the main login page now, and we'll go through the checklist one by one. So the first one is check whether we can add a new module or not. So now here I'll log in into admin user, which is a@user.com, and I'll enter the password for it. So as of here, you can see I'm in the admin page. So and here you can see all the users. Now let's go and add a module. So if you go into modules, I can add a module here. We'll name it as software engineering. And I'll make it as set as available, and if I create the module now, you can see there is a module named software engineering. So the first checklist is yes, and uh, and let's see whether we can add or remove teachers. So I've got few teachers here, one teacher here, and rest all are students, admin, and old teachers. So as of here, if I go here, I have a button wait for add teacher. I'll press here and I'll go add a teacher name called Lewis, and we'll give an email ID for her. And the password should be six characters. And if you see that I have a pop-up here saying teacher has been created successfully, and also you can see a teacher here named Lewis. And now we'll also check whether we can delete her or we can delete the user or not. If I go into user roles, I can change their roles and also delete their roles as well. So we'll try to delete the user role Lewis. And as you can see, the user is been deleted. So as of checklist, that's an yes. And we'll also check whether we can remove students from a particular module. So if you go into classrooms here, we can see some assigned students, and this is the old student which has already been. And on the object oriented programming, you can see the student user it has been signed up to this, and also a web applications a student also been is also there for web application technology. So here I'll try to remove a student from here, and as of you can see, the student user has been gone. So that's a yes. So now let's see whether we can attach a teacher to a particular module, attach or assign a teacher to a particular module. So if I go into the modules here, we'll just check on the new one, the software engineering. So we'll add teacher as the user for that, and you can see the software engineering as a teacher now, named as teacher user, and the module is active. And if you go on here, if you see software engineering, and the teacher has been assigned here. If it's not assigned, it says unassigned, and if it is assigned, it says teacher assigned as whoever the user is. Yeah, let's see whether we can change the status of the user to a different role. So if I go on here and the user roles, I can turn the student into a teacher, or I can turn a particular role into a teacher. So if I go on here, I can make him as teacher, and if you see onto the user, he's a just a second. Yeah, if I make him into teacher and press save, now you can see the role has been updated and he's a teacher. And if you go on to users, here also you can see the background has changed and he has become a user. He can access some modules, or he can only access modules in his logins. So that's a yes for the checklist. Yeah, we can also make the modules being available or unavailable. I've used a switch for it. So if you go on here and we can make it unachieved. So for example, let's take web application. We can make it unachieved, and if you go on to the here, you can see it has been achieved, and it it can only be viewed by students. That's it. It can only be used to see students. That's it. Thank you. So that's also there. So that's it for the admin, and let's see uh, teachers features. So the first one is can view modules that they are assigned to. So for example, let's see for the teacher user, we'll log out admin and log in as a teacher. So if you can see the login, we have logged into teachers, and we can see the assigned modules and whoever is active in the present thing or not. All the students will be here, and you can also pass on fail, and the timestamp will be shown here whether the user is passed or failed. So let's say yes. Can view students that are attached to the module. So as I showed you, there was only one attached to this, and you can see when he was enrolled and when he was failed or whatever he was. It can show, but none of the others, they don't have active members or the persons who have completed it. So that's an yes. Can set pass fail students, which will add a timestamp for then for when this is done. So now let's add a student for it. I have to go into admin page and turn tone into a student. So I'll make a Tony enroll. So here you can see all the available students for it. So I'll enroll into web application technology, developing object oriented programming and Python. So I've enrolled into 4. So now let's go and check whether he has been enrolled into a particular subject or not from the teacher's point of view. If you can see, he has been enrolled in object oriented programming, which the teacher uh, has been assigned for, and she can either pass or fail him. So if I press pass here, you can see the pass percentage here and the timestamp when he was passed or the completion date with a timestamp. So that's a yes. Now let's on the student role, let's check whether we can enroll for the site or not. Let's go on here, log out. Let's do a registered. We'll name them as Vijay, and we'll give our email to him. So the password length should be 6 characters. If I press 4 here, it should say it should only accept 6. So let's register, and he's successfully registered here. And if we log in him now, here you can see his uh, dashboard, and here you can also see his available subjects for the thing. He can enroll into 4 subjects, but there are available subjects as 6. So yeah, as for student, I can register into them. So can enroll actively student a maximum of four modules. So let's check whether he we created a user as Vijay. So let's check whether he can be enrolled into four subjects or not. So currently he's enrolled to zero modules. So if I go and available modules, see, and here it says already 10 that students can only enroll 10 subjects. I mean 10 students can enroll only for one module. No more than 10 students can be enrolled. So let's check whether he can enroll four more than four or not. So that's one, that's two, that's three, and that's four. So because he already enrolled four subjects, you can see all his four subjects enrolled, and you won't be able to see any enroll until you finished one or you have been removed. I mean, once the progress is finished, you cannot see the other one. Can see a history of completed module indicating pass or fail. So let's go and check whether he can see whether he's there or not. So let's go on to teacher user and let's see if we fail him, can he see his history or not. So as of here you can see Vijay has been enrolled into this. So and if I press him as pass, it should show his data here that he's been passed, and here also if I show fail, it should show him as fail. So let's go and check on his side whether it can be shown his or not. So now here you can see with timestamp, completed date, enroll date, whether he is pass or fail. So that's a yes, and rest two will be showing as in progress. Can enroll on modules if not at the current maximum. He cannot enroll into other modules. He can only enroll into four, and as you can see, it's been set to only 10 students. So he cannot enroll if there are 10 students already in the module. So that's a yes. All students can see a list of completed module with pass or fail status. Yes, obviously, I have already made the all student login. If you can see his results here. Total 3 modules. 2 of them he passed and 1 of them he failed. He only enrolled into 3 modules, which was in the year 2025. So that's it for the whole student as well. So that's a yes. Yeah. Can you have a maximum of 10 students enrolled? This does not include. Yeah, only 10 students can enroll into this. As you can see, I'll show you. Only 10 students can be enrolled into this. It will show on the students side. I'll go on to here, and you can see there is only limitation set to 10 people, and already 2 or 3 people have already enrolled into the subject. So that's a yes. Achieving making unavailable does not delete this module, only makes new enrollments inactive. So yes, so if you see, I can only achieve and it does not delete the module. So if I go log out and go into admins page, so you can see all the active modules, and if I go here, make 2 of them inactive, it does not delete the thing, it says achieved, and if you go on to the teacher website, it also should be shown as unachieved. So yeah, so it's already achieved, it does not show that, that's it. So let's say yes. Modules when undertaken should store as student start date and completion date. Yes. So if you go on to the teachers thing, it should show when he's enrolled and when he completed his. So if I go on here, it should show his enrollment date and time and when completion of the date. So it does show when the user is uh, taken and when he completed his thing. So that's yes for that. And I've got few more additional things in here. If I go on to admin here, I can change the users. uh, if I go on here from the users, here you can see I can filter by their name. So if I press old student, you can see old student coming up. Or if I go for student user, if I want only student, you can see them here. Or if I want some particular name, you can search by filters. And I can also filter the roles by using student, teacher, admin, and also old student. You can see all of them here. Those are my additional features as well. Thank you.